Hello friends, welcome back. So in this session we will learn the installation of MySQL, MySQL Workbench and DBeaver installation for a Linux operating system. So first we will see MySQL installation. So before to start MySQL installation, we need to download the latest version of MySQL from the Oracle website, from this website. So if I open this website, you will see here operating system. Select operating system and select operating system version. Accordingly we can select and we can download. So since we are going to download for Linux, if you want to go for a specific operating system like Linux distributor, Linux has so many distributor, that may be Ubuntu, Debian, SUSE, Red Hat, Fedora, so many are there. So if you want to download for a specific operating system, that is also fine. You can go and download, that will be deb file and you can directly install. Or else, if other than that, if you want to download Linux generics, so that also you can do. What is the benefit of this one? This Linux generic file is installable in any of the Linux operating system, any distributor. If you have, whether you have Ubuntu, whether you have a Mint, or you have a Red Hat, Fedora, any of them, if you have any Linux distributor operating system, you can install this Linux generics. So that's why we are selecting this Linux generics, and here we have to select our operating system version, like it will be defining like architecture, you can say that. So 64-bit architecture. So last one you can select, and from here if you see, we can download this compressed tar file minimal installation. That will be good for developers only, because developers only want to install MySQL for learning purpose. So you can download this minimal tar, and you can download, because that is a very less in size, around 52 MB only. But if you download this tar, so that will be 214 MB something. So that's up to your choice, which one you wanted to download, you can download it. But we are recommending this only for learning purpose. You can download this first one, minimal. Okay, so we have already downloaded this one. So currently if you see, this current version is 8.0.28. so current version is 8.0.28, and what we downloaded, that is MySQL 8.0.27. that is also fine. You want to download latest version, you can download. Okay, we should go for latest only sometime, so you can download that one also. This is the new also, that is only one version is has a difference. Okay, so what we have to do next, sometime what happens, old MySQL was already installed. That might be chances that you might have previously installed MySQL. So what we have to do, we need to remove that configuration first, and that configuration might be available under etc folder. Under this root etc folder, there may be my.cnf file, my.config file. If this file is present, go and delete that file. And inside etc folder, there might be MySQL folder, so go and delete that also, and delete the previous MySQL installed from user local MySQL, because we have to install MySQL at this location only. Under user local MySQL directory, that directory should be there. If it is there, go and delete the directory also. And after deleting this directory, sometime you need to remove the configuration. So remove purge mysql-server. So all these commands you can execute in one by one, and you can clean the previous MySQL configuration. Okay, and after that one, what we need, MySQL has a dependency on libaio and lib in this one libncurs es5 library. So why this libraries are required? Because data directory initialization and subsequent server startup fail sometime. So if this library is not installed, so we need to install these libraries. So first what we will do, we will install these libraries. So just copy this command and execute in your terminal. Yes, okay. Next one is, this one is just to search, this one is to install. Okay, so library files, wait, I think we need to use sudo command. Okay, so first I will execute this command and we will use sudo, because sometime in some directory you don't have direct access, you need admin permission. So by typing the sudo, we are giving the permission sudo, and after that one just give that command. Now it will ask your password. Yes, okay, so this is fine. Next one is this one. Copy this one, type sudo. Now it will not ask your password, because in this terminal we have already given our password, so it will not ask. Okay, and now install this also, sudo, paste and install. Okay, so this installation is done now. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to extract that downloaded file such as MySQL. Currently we have downloaded MySQL 8.0.27 Linux generic 2.7 x664 minimal tar.xz file. So we have to extract this into our same directory. So how I will do, I will just right click on this one, extract here, so it will extract. Yes, it's extracted here. So if you see, so after extracting, what we have to do, we have to extract, or this is our version, this file we have to extract, or whatever we have downloaded, that one, and rename the extracted directory with MySQL, with the MySQL. So just copy this name, rename this directory to MySQL, that's it. And if you see under MySQL bin doc include lib main man share support file license readme, so these many files will be available. Okay, and after that one, what we have to do, we have to move the extracted file directory named MySQL to this location, as following, under this user local. So how will you do that one? Using this command only, sudo, copy and paste here. So move what? MySQL, where? Enter this one. Cannot start MySQL, no such file. Okay, why it is coming? Because we are opening terminal into where we have opened terminal at root position. So that in that where at that one, this MySQL directory is not there. So where exactly that is available under? That is available under this download folder. So what we have to do, we have to right click here, we have to open terminal at this position here, and now what we have to do, we have to paste our command and press enter. Now again it will ask password because the terminal was closed. This is a new terminal. Okay, Yes, so it's moved where it is moved under user local MySQL. So what we have to do, we have to go under user local MySQL. Yes, so after that one we have moved and we have to go to user local MySQL directory and execute the following command in same sequence as given below. So this is our root directory. Under this root, if you see user, under user if you see local, under local MySQL is there. So what we have to do, we have to open terminal here. So I am opening one terminal here, and the previous terminal we can close. This terminal we can close. Okay, fine. And here what we have to do, we have to execute these commands in the same sequence. So first one I am executing this command, and so sometime this configuration was there, so it will say automatically MySQL this group is already added, already exists. Okay, next one, that might sometime that configuration might be there, so it will take that one, it will not change. Next one is this one. Okay, so this is also there. Okay, fine. If it is not there, it will create. Fine. Next one is we have to make a directory MySQL files. We have to create here one file, MySQL files. So paste here, and but here we cannot create a directory directly. We need to give permission. Yes, so now if you see MySQL files is created, and now for that one what we have to do, we have to give the permissions. Sudo paste, fine. Okay, next one is chmod and after that one, okay, sudo we have to write here because no permission. Okay, next sudo we have to type here, but we have not added here sudo, but we need to that one. After that one we have to do what, we have to initialize the server, means we have to start the server. So if you see, so if I initialize without that one, it's not doing. So here it is saying the data directory has a file. So the data directory has a file, so we need to remove those files. Under data, let me see. Okay, so that is data under here. So under here only I will open another terminal and sudo remove or under data can't remove, no. Okay, so if I open data, nothing is there. Fine. So in this case we will execute that command again and we will see. Okay, where is that one? So this one, copy, something different, too many argument. First extra is this one is extra or something. Okay, so might have added again some files, so we need to delete those again. Okay, it's deleted. And if I copy this one, or else what we will do, we can do, it might be this is a problem. This is another underscore, another character, this is another character, that's why. So I will copy from the website. So this one is that one, copy this one and paste it here. Yes, correct. So this time it is initialized. So what was happening actually, this command was not correct actually, because this is two hyphen is there, but this is looking like another character, but actual character is like this only, equal this one, like this. So that's why it was giving the error. Fine. So now our MySQL server is is started. A temporary password is generated for root at localhost, this one. And if you see the next step, after executing the last command, we will get a temporary password. Kindly make a note of it. So we will take a note of this temporary password. Just copy this one and paste in this notepad. Okay, that's fine. So now our server is started, it's initialized. Next, what we have to do, open another terminal in same directory and execute the following commands. These one. So in the same directory, here only, inside this bean, sorry, this is a data, and inside this bean we have to open another terminal, and we have to execute these command. Okay, sorry, this is, we are already under bean, so we no need to give this one, just simply give this one. SQL not found but installed with the, sorry, what is happening? Okay, so open in close this terminal, it's not here, and this terminal also we can close, and here under this MySQL only we have to open this terminal here, and we have to execute this one. Might be we need to use sudo. Okay, that's fine. Now there is no error, it's a success. Okay, and this last one, sudo paste, yeah, that is also find login to data society. Okay, that's fine. What is our next step? This is optional. We can start MySQL server from mysqld. Currently this is our server is started. So close this terminal, open another terminal here. Under bin you can open, no issue, it's up to your choice. Open another terminal, and what we need to do, we need to log into that server. So copy this one here. This temporary password we have to replace with our password. This MySQL has to come like this, root, and what is our temporary password? This is our temporary password. So just give this temporary password here. Okay, and just cannot connect to local server through socket.2 temp.socket.2. It's not started. I think it is started. No, oh, it is here. This is correct only. Password is also correct. So sometime what we need to do, even we will try that one. We have to start MySQL here in this way, mysqld. Yes. Okay, so we have to start our MySQL server. So now our server is started and listening the port at 3306. We have not started our server. This was the initialization. This was the initialization. So we can close this initialization terminal. Fine. Here we have started our MySQL server, mysqld, and now we can minimize this one and open another terminal where we are trying to log in. What happened? This time it should using password. No, sorry, username, password. Yes. So sometime what happens, no, this is again this symbol only. So we might have to check this one. Okay, so now what is there? We have successfully logged in our MySQL server. Here we can execute our query like show databases, databases must okay, but you cannot execute any query till now. Why? You must reset your password using alter user statement before executing this statement. You cannot execute any statement because you got one temporary password. That temporary password has to be changed or has to be reset using alter statement. So how will you do that one? Simple, this statement you have to execute. What we are doing here, we are changing the temporary password to root only. We are changing our temporary password, this temporary password, to root only, simply. Okay, now one query is affected. Now if you want to execute this query, it will show databases. How many databases are there? 1 2 3 databases are there. So I want to create create my own database like test and data test db db. So this is my test db I want to create what? Sorry, you have to tell create database. So one query is affected. above this query was not correct actually. So it is saying you have an error in SQL syntax. Now create database. I have created one database named testdb, and if I will show how many databases are there, so you will see test database is there. Okay, so like that we can create a test db. We can create a database, we can change the database password, means temporary password. We can make a connection. So we have seen those here, those steps. Next, what we have to do, we have to install Workbench. We have to install MySQL Workbench. Very easy to, that is very easy to install. Just simply you have to go to this website and you have to select your operating system like Ubuntu, and you can download any of them. But we have already downloaded MySQL Workbench, 2930 MB only, so you can download this 30 MB. That is fine. Okay, and now after downloading this one, what you have to do, just you have to right click or double click on this one, and it will be installed using Ubuntu Software Center. That's it. Just install this one. You have to type your password. That's it. So it will be installed. Very easy. Yes, so it is installed. So that's it. It is telling to remove. That's fine. We no need to remove now. Just close this one, and and what you have to do, just search in your files, in your applications, in your application Workbench. That's it. It will open. Yes, so this is your Workbench. Very simple. Now you have to add some connection. You have to add one connection. So what is the connection name? Like testdb connection, testdb connection, local host only. This is the port number. Password is what is our password? Root only, we set to root. That's it. And test the connection. So connection made successfully. In that case, you just click on OK, and you will see this connection came here, testdb connection. So this is your database connection. This is administration. This is the schema. Inside under testdb, you will see there is a no table. Currently there is no table under this one, so we have to create some table. So we have to create the table. So I will create here student table. So this is our student table create statement. So just select and execute. Query interrupted. What is the problem? Create table student int, not null, name varchar, age int, that is also not null, that is fine, not a null, address character 25, primary keys id. So it should execute. What is the problem? What is problem? Testdb dot, is it like that? Yes. So now you will see, if I refresh this one, you will see one table is there, student. under the student, if you want to insert the record, that is a different course that we will learn later, how we can insert the data, how we can delete the data, how we can get the data, update data. That is a different thing. Okay, so like that we can create our table, and we can use our MySQL Workbench. The next one is DBeaver installation. So DBeaver is also similar to MySQL only, but the difference is that from both of them, MySQL Workbench is only related to MySQL. You cannot make any other connection, like if it is a Postgre database or if it is any other databases, you cannot do that one. So using MySQL, because MySQL Workbench is specifically given for MySQL only, but that is a chances you might people are using other databases like Oracle or Postgre or any other databases. So in that case, we need the other tool that can be used to do the SQL statements. So that is, for that one, DBeaver is very much easy, is very familiar, it's a very famous, and it is a open source also, so we can directly go and use this one. That is also fine if we wanted to use this one. So DBeaver, how we'll do, so just open this link and you will see how can you download. So from here, if you see, you just download for Linux zip, Linux 86 zip without Java included. So this one you can download. This is without Java included. Okay, ARM tool, this one is fine. Zip you can download, or you can download this linux.zip, that is also fine. This is fine, you can download. Okay, but we have already downloaded, so we no need to download here, and I will show you. So we have downloaded this DBeaver here, and just how we have to install this one. So installation is very easy, just we have to download, that's it. After downloading, we have to extract these two steps only. After extracting, we no need to, like here for like this Workbench, we have to double click and we have to install using Ubuntu Software Center. We no need to do that one. Just right click on this one and extract, and you can execute that very easy. I will show you how can you execute. Simple, just open this extracted directory. Under this directory, DBeaver, under this one, if you see, DBeaver is there. This is a runnable file, so just run this file. Simple, so it will run. So you can see it is running, it's running, very easy. And you can make a connection, you can execute queries, you can do your operations very easily. So this is fine. Just close this one currently, and what you wanted to do here, one connection, this was already I made actually, so just close this one, delete. Currently I'm just deleting, and I will show you how can you make a new connection. Yes, okay. So how will you make a connection with the database? Very easy, just click on select database from this menu and new database connection, and you may see here, you see so many types of databases are there. For that one, if you want to make a connection, you can make IBM DB2, DuckDB, MariaDB, MySQL, Oracle, Postgre, SQL, SQLite, Apache Drill, Apache Hive, Apache I. So many are there. Which one for which one you want to make a connection, you can just select. After selecting, click on next, and here you have to specify your details. So this is your host number, local host, this is your machine IP, this is your IP address, or this is your port number of server, and here database name. So test DB is the database name, root is the username, and root is also password, and just you can test for the connection. So connection is successfully, so okay, and click on finish, and you will see a connection is made here. Under this database, you will see DB. Under DB, if you see the table, student table is already there, and if you want to execute some of the statement. So where you will execute, for that one what you have to do, you have to create here some script file. Currently this script file is already there, so I am just going to delete this one. Okay, just delete. Okay, and you have to create one script file, create a new script file, and just save this. I'm just giving something, select something and just saving, and you can give any name of this file. Just rename this file with the testdb.sql, but this SQL file is connected to which database, associated with which database, we don't know. So we have to associate with the database with, you can select how many databases are there. Currently only one database connection is there, so this is a testdb, so I want to associate with this one. So just you double click and associate, right click on this file, associate with the database, select your database and click on select. That's it, it's selected. Now if you want to execute any of statement, select star from testdb dot student and just run this query. So what happens, table students, select star from students, not students. Yes, so run this one. Yes, so currently there is no data, but if you want to insert some data, then how can you do that one? You can do very easily here. Simply add new record, simply id 1, name abc, age 23, age 23, address xyz, and just save. That's it. So now if you see, one record is there. If I run this one record is there. And if you go to Workbench now, and inside Workbench if you execute select star from testdb dot students, and just execute this query, you will see data is there. You want to insert some data here, and that's it. It will apply what, insert statement. That's it. So now if you see, if you execute this query, how many records will be there? 2 records. In your DBeaver, if you see, execute this statement, how many records? 2 records are. So like that you can use any of the database query execution tool, which one you will prefer. You can execute you can use DBeaver or you can use MySQL, but MySQL Workbench is specifically for MySQL only, and in this DBeaver you can make any type of database connection, any database connection you can make. Okay, fine. So this is all about the installation of MySQL Workbench and DBeaver. So I hope you like this session. Please subscribe my channel and we will see you in the next session. Till that, bye bye and thanks for watching.